See ya! I push 50 points off the track, baby.
In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. Through city streets and temples high, find your story beneath the sky. Waves scratch, pumping out your sense. Harmony flows to the best of lands. In the neon glow, where is spent, the culture rich, where reason sense. In the morn of grace, we'll dance the night with every star, a guiding light. In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. The cherry lanes and soaring heights, find your magic in the moonlit nights.
Alrighty guys, sorry I am late today. I know I'm not I know I don't like being late, and I don't like being late on stuff, but I had a couple other things that I needed to do before I could get on for it. But there is a lot of things that I am I'm wanting to come out and share before we quite get fully started. Where there's a lot of things. Sorry, I'm sharing that I'm live for it. But anyway, I need to make sure on a couple of things. I need to check on a couple of things. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have to make sure that... Okay, that's fine. I just need to get a couple things loaded in. Here. Okay, thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. I am trying to get the thing I need to actually get open is I need to get the chat open for the Green Tea app, and I need to get TikTok open. But I'm a little bit behind on a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. Um, no. Thank you. Huh. Um, alright, let's get ourselves going. Now, for a lot of you guys, you've probably seen some stuff changed within the game. Um, since I last met, since we last came in live for the afternoon, is I have no more loans except for one, and that will soon be paid off today. Won't have to worry too much on any of that. We are in Messina, which is one of the photos. Um, Actually, hold on. Let me go to the external market. That goes there, that also goes there. We also got the cargo market. In Mesa, which is going to Venice, Italy for ice cream. 13 hours, Saturday, Sunday, that's not bad. Watermelons are going to from there. Briscata. I want to try to see if we can get some Italy stuff. Sinceri. You know what? Vanilla Esfaganti. Oh, it's probably right here. We're gonna take a couple of we're gonna take this small load, because I want to go and visit I want to go and take this short ferry. Alright, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not very much, no, right now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be interested in watching Cory Booker right now, and that's okay, that's fine. I don't want to take people away from understanding democracy and stuff. I would pretty much listen to Cory Booker right now, and just drive and just let you guys kind of hear about it. But it would be kind of it would be would be unprofessional of me to do that. But I will listen to Corey's town hall later. But there's this thing that there's a couple things I wanted to share with you. First off, the United States is not doing so well, and I'm gonna say it's not. It's gotten, to be honest, the U.S. I'll be honest. To be honest, the U.S. has been kind of a decent country when Obama was in office. It was a decent time when Obama was going on. It wasn't perfect. But within the within all of the issues pressing, there's been this thing. Thanks WARHAWK for joining the live. Thank you. Yeah, people who send me, if you send you out your email like that, I'm not gonna talk to you. But thanks for the follow, and thanks for at least joining. What? Really? Okay. We're gonna deliver this. This is going to, get us the stuff that we need. But there's this thing, if you guys, are enjoying yourselves today, make sure you guys share out the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're watching on the red play button. If you're watching on the green T app, become a member, subscribe. It's pretty much cheap. It's pretty much cheap. It's very cheap to... You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. It's like we only get like... It's like, I only did it just so I could explore this area. You know, 5 experience points. To experience a place like this. Let's go to the external market here, in Balansanio, giving us cheese, and going to Portugal, from here. That's going to Oliba. All of these are going back the way I came. I don't think I want to do that. liver paste. Okay, that's going. Yeah, we got 2 going back to Manesa. That one's actually going to Tatiana, which means we'd have to go back. That. Do we got anything going back to Manesa? I don't know what the AJ Cobb thing is supposed to be, but I wanted to come in today. There's a few things. We used to talk about something news related, mostly pertaining to the U.S., but there may be occasional times where I might pick something from UK, or I might pick something from other countries. Is this the cargo market one? There's this thing that goes on within the U.S. right now. It's with heavy heart that if you are coming to the United States, don't even stay out, stay away. Stay away because it's not worth coming to stay within the United States if you are experiencing problems, because just recently they did basically said that you can no longer go to Harvard school if you are an immigrant. You can no longer do that, and it's like they're alienating this country for what? They're taking away this country's lifeblood in the country, and lifeblood of a lot of people. Trying to get a better life, to be honest, and they're no longer going to have a better life now coming to the U.S. It is best to try to stay within your own home country if you can. If you can. And I'm going the wrong... and it's just sad to see that people are not here, and that it's sad to see that Donald Trump is the thing that he continues to say that, oh, he could have easily won this, he could have easily won that, and it's like, the election's over, buddy. You need to stop thinking about these states. Stop thinking about the election. Your brain, it's like Donald Trump's does not have, like, his cognitive brain is just like, he keeps focusing on the things that aren't important, and like, he only thinks about himself. He doesn't think about anybody else, and that's a sad thing. And it's like yeah, I'm like, these guys, the United States is pretty much just a laughingstock right now, and I will be honest, You know, Donald Trump's first term was better than his second term. It was better than his second term. And I even say that Biden's term was better than Trump's first term. Trying to fix all of the issues that are going on, and it's like Trump doesn't seem to have any care of the world for anybody but himself. You know, these Republicans, including the one that I really thought would be a good person to put in, they're not doing the job for America. They're doing jobs for the billionaires and the corporations. And that's all it is. They want to take away, like, you look at the 300, like, if you earn 30 yeah, I'm gonna have to rotate myself around. Yep. Vehicle crashing offense because I not pay attention to people. I guess I should have taken the and not having a traffic offense. I have never once 90% of the gameplay I've done we're gonna get at least a little bit more XP out of that. Look at the external market's taking me that way, but the cargo market's gonna take me no. I want to take this ice cream one. And it's actually right here. I also got that watermelon one that's gonna expire in an hour. This one's not gonna expire in that hour. We'll see how far we can get today, though. We're gonna run with this one. This will be the last one, and then I gotta get off. Probably, we'll see. I might be able to do like some quick stuff. I pick a little bit of. Sometimes I'll pick the little quick ones, for just like quick job, doing a quick job. We have nobody behind me, so all I'm going to do is quickly go over here. I'm in. Go into getting a little bit of that service recommendation. If it's 4% or more on anything, I will have it get fixed. And then we'll also pay attention, guys. We also got a quick note. I have it where we follow the law, follow and pay attention to the road, and stuff. But there's a couple of things I wanted to come in and share with you guys. You know, the next rest is 7 hours. What little we get to travel through, we'll check to see before what our where we get to move our stuff. Thank you guys for being here on the TikTok. You know, I'm thinking about just dropping TikTok altogether, but there we go. We're going over. Look at it. So it's 7 hours and 13 minutes till the next rest. I want to see how short rest that we get out of this. But not a lot for resting. Basically, it'll save us a little bit of extra time on having to go and get any sort of rest for a short amount of time. This is Vanilla San Giovanni. Nice architecture, nice place to nice place to actually Alright. It's gonna tell me to use the engine to stop, just to view. Bother me, hey girl, don't bother me, hey. Don't bother me, girl, don't bother me. Ugh. We'll figure out things. We'll figure out where we're going. Sometimes I'm late, guys, and I have it scheduled for 3, and I'm going to try to be on as best as I can tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a lot easier than it is today. Well, if you're getting people to leave the country, not getting people to come in, you know, this country, like you think about it. If you look at the UK and you look at that, and then you look at the United States doing the exact same thing, making people uneasy, wanting to leave the country, and it's like, what's the problem? Problem that these guys need to focus on, you know? Can I go up this way? Let's get some gas. Better get some gas before we decide to lose. But it's like you look, sorry, you know, one of the things that you look at it and it's like you want to alienate a group of people that want to come in for a better life, but and then deport them and take away their rights because you think that they're harming society when they're not harming society. You know, like I said this yesterday, the South African government pretty much basically, you know, that the South African black guy came in and shared that all of those people aren't really being harmed, that there hasn't been anything for like forever. And then you look at and then you look at across the UK, and you look at the UK, like, because the thing is like they're losing people, and it's like you're wanting to lose people because of, first off, a lot of the rights that are being taken away in their countries, in their respective countries. Not being able to get the things that they need, worry, you know, it's like Japan. It's like their population is dying because their people aren't getting the care that a lot of the stuff that they need. But places are costing more and more because these businesses want more and more money, and the more money that they want, the less that they're taking care of their people. Sorry guys, we're gonna do a thing. Okay. But you go and you look at the reason. You gotta ask, why are people leaving these countries? And you gotta ask why. What is making them want to leave? First off, that's the biggest thing, is why do you see your population declining? What makes it decline in its way? Some people are gonna say, you know, you're gonna see the United States, like if the United States said, you know, we're getting rid of their declining population in the United States is because of Donald Trump. A declining population in the United States is all due to that. you know, you got to think about what are a lot of these. Sorry, I was checking my radio station that I listened to. You guys can't hear on the red play button app because of the. For it. But it's like you can't go out and expect every country to be perfect. But you have to think about if you see why you see why, you know, it looks like a lot of people, like I am, you know, like one of my favorite people no longer have videos or anything up, and I'm like, they could have just easily turned off all the comments, left up their videos, and not post anything more. But it's these people, you know, Soul to Soul Travels moved from the United States. They went over on a visa, and then now they're on a work visa kind of thing. And now they're over there and they're doing a thing, and you know, it's a sad place. When you've got I will start posting actual like non-live content. I will probably, maybe what I'll do is I will figure out a way to cut the live streams from here, put the full thing up behind a paywall, and then cut down the YouTube portion, and put in some of this content to talk about, and split it up over a course of a on it. I got 3 hours. Okay, so that's 24 minutes there. Yeah, that's gonna add more time on to that. This only adds that there. I think it's just gonna be a lot better if we rest here. For resting, because we need to rest. We need to at least rest a little bit. We have 85,000 euros right now. Euros, and I'm playing this as like specific stuff. I'm gonna be checking this weekend to see when making sure that no car behind, hey! We have 53. We have $153,000 right now. And hey, look, if we're making that much money, we are so definitely able to, once we get that, then I can start working on, getting a total restore on some of my, Scanias on. But I'm just gonna keep that money. I'll just see how far we get for today, and then maybe we'll figure out. Yeah, we will rest once. Then we got 10 hours for driving. It's 2 hours there. It's 3. It's 5 hours there. That's going to be 6 hours to that point. Seven hours that point. Eight hours there. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get there in a decent 10 hours. It's still got 11-hour trip time. So what we're going to do, this is a long trip. I'm going to look for anything half the time. 5 hours. So we got that there, that's 2 hours. We're gonna put it right up to that point. So we'll mark that point. We'll make a point. Ugh. But there's this thing that's like, you know, and then you look at this budget bill. You know, we talked about the budget bill, but I wanted to come up and update you guys on it, that it got passed by 215 to 214. If one other Republican had voted against it, that 214 would have been 214 to 215, and the Democrats would have had, and we would have had the bill protected. If you live within the United States, please talk to your senators. Not just representatives, but your senators. Look them up. Make sure that you know that they're going to vote no. And make sure that you call them and let them know not to vote for it. I'm already going to tell you mine's not going to, because I already kind of know that just by the that. But still, you should be calling your senators. Even if they're Democratic, you should let them voice your own opinions. Tell them not to vote for it, because there might be people out there that might go out and vote for yes on this bill. And but you gotta think about the things that go on. You gotta think about what can you do? What can you do to support America, and what can you do to protect America? You know, you can't just say, you know, you can't just become complacent. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, you think that you're gonna have it, you think that you're gonna be safe and that you're gonna have it. You gotta get out and you gotta get out your vote. You know, don't just go and say, oh, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Don't get complacent. Complacency is one thing that you can get yourself into trouble with it. You know, yeah, I don't like when they try to take away the Second Amendment rights. But when they start taking away tax rates, and they start reducing the taxes on the wealthy, but then they increase the taxes on the less fortunate people in the country, all we're doing is we're feeding them the money. We are feeding them the cost. And it's like, you can't go out and say, you know, that I'm fine, I'm gonna be safe. No, you're not. You're never safe if you don't go out and voice your own opinion. You think that, oh, I'm gonna have the right because my senator. That doesn't mean that that you might say, oh, I'm gonna think like we have a good president, but then you go out and vote and you say, well, you don't go out and vote, you get these people like Michelle Fishbach, who's been in there like routinely been there for years. If you have the opportunity to stand up and go out and But if you go out and you put your voice out there, sorry, I was thinking in my head about, you know, there's been this thing where I have thought about running for office in general, but it's like, what can we do to you know, it's like, I've thought about it, but it's not worth it for me because I would have a hard time trying to. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm checking my. Okay. Where's the fuel gauge? Light up. You know, you can't just not expect the country to do everything that you want people to do. You can't. You know, you look at the look at any country. You have to voice your own opinion. You can't just say, I'm not gonna go out and vote because oh, I don't, there's like if you don't go out and vote at all, you aren't gonna voice your opinion. Here in the United States, if you go out and you vote and you can write a name. That doesn't have to be there. You can voice that opinion and take that opinion and make that opinion yours. That's a place where you can stand up and still fight, because that's a place that you can always light up your own opinion and make it yours to voice it. And it's like today, it's like one of the things that I did, and I'm gonna tell you, I voiced my own opinion today. You know, I am a trans person living in Minnesota, and I took a survey and I voiced my opinion on it. I voiced my opinion on this, and it was a long survey. That's why partly why I was a little bit behind today too. Is because that took a little bit out of my day, but I needed to voice my opinion. I wanted to voice it. And that's where we have to voice our own opinions. And the more that you can voice your own opinions, it is better. And it's better for you to go out there and voice it. Don't just sit back and expect, like, if you feel like you're gonna be taken away because you voiced your opinion, you've done something right. You've put people's mind. You are doing something right to do it. It's like you look at you know, one of the things that you looked at is nope. One of the things that you guys can look at. I'm gonna follow you because you are a semi-truck. Actually, no, I'm gonna go this way. I can get in front of this guy. And that's what you can do. You can express your opinions and express your voice, because you know when you take those things, and it's like I keep getting there's a couple of things that I do keep getting, and I need to update my I think I need to upgrade my stuff, because I keep getting South Dakota stuff when I'm not even in South Dakota anymore. And I do get South Dakota, sometimes I do get South Dakota stuff, only because, because I, lived there for not too long ago. Like, I think it was like I think it was like over a year, almost over a year, that almost, you know, you look at these things going on. You know, you look at the state. It's like you were the one that, you know, that you failed at this. You voted in Florida, but you didn't go out to vote. And in Florida, you took the special elections that basically gave it out to Republicans again. And you think that they're out there to help you, when let's say your grandmother, would you rather hurt your family would you rather hurt your own family because you decided to vote red, and you want to hurt your mom, you want to hurt your grandmother, who happens to be on Social Security or happens to be on Medicare, Medicaid, or would you rather protect people? Yes, I will tell you, I'm not somebody that believes in the Second Amendment entirely. I do believe that we should have the right to bear arms, and we have the right to have a militia in these states, and I think we should have the right to be able to fight back. And we need to be thinking about it now, rather than waiting and not, and rather than waiting and saying, oh well, we're fine now, but what about in a month from now? Things can change within a month. Things can change within days, you know? Nothing is ever going to do it. It hasn't gotten so bad yet, but it's going to. And it's going to get bad, because the other thing is, like, they want to not, like, one of the things they don't want to legislate is AI. It's like, all of this big budget funding bill is all relations to corporations. And corporations, Okay, we're gonna get up to that point where we do need to ask the second time. Where all of these people think that, you know, you have the legislations, you have these things, and then it's like they want to protect kids, they want to protect. They're all saying they want to protect them, but then yet they add these things where they don't want to regulate AI. AI is getting so unrecognizable that's what they're doing. Is they want AI, they want all this, and then they cry wolf when kids are when they're not protecting kids, because that's what they're doing with this bill. They're not going to protect kids. They're not willing to, you know, they can't legislate. Okay, they can't legislate anymore. Well, what happens if something comes up? Like, I repeated this again. What happens when they say that trans kids or not just trans kids, but kids in general, when somebody gets snatched because they were listening to kids, and it's like, or they go online and they see horrific things because these kids are curious, and they go and look at AI, and then they find something in the AI that kind of, you know, the AI kind of, you know, takes them and you know, says, oh well, hey, you can go out and do this, and then they're gonna cry wolf because they said that they could protect kids when they didn't. You know, they say that they're there to protect kids and they're there to do it, but they're not there to protect kids. They haven't been there to protect them. You know? And that's the truth. Sorry, I love this. Sometimes I like music, and music really helps. But you guys, I don't think you guys can hear it on the YouTubes. Because yes, I am live streaming on 3 different platforms. I'm on the Green Tea app, the Trovo side, and I'm on because I've screwed myself up, and I'm on TikTok. But hey, I'm here, I'm enjoying myself, and I'm enjoying what I do. But it's like, you can't go out and look at the people that come out and say that they're was I okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure that I go and get some rest. Now within this game, guys, I am kind of trying to make this where everything that I do is all going to be related to anime in some way, shape, or form. Whether that be women, men, whatever. With the trucks, we're being an advertising kind of thing for delivering goods, but we're also advertising for these companies, and I'm not gonna say that within this once we find a spot, I'm going to add some stuff to the truck. I normally don't have a lot of the trans stuff in here. Actually, I don't need to do that. I like to give you guys a little bit of different views as I drive, because it does kind of get a little bit boring just watching me, but that's why I talk, and that's why I have some of these things. Now, I do want to come out and say that hopefully the stuff that you can do is you know, the biggest thing is stop believing everything that, you know, you see. Did I just miss my... Okay. Oh, we have been to Florence. Hey? You know what? We're gonna go down here into Florence. I was not paying attention. So we're gonna get off here in Florence. We're gonna go and get our... I love this song. Actually, not yet. It's the next exit. Yeah, some of these places we have been to. Okay. But we do need to go get some rest. Because we only got like 3 hours on our resting marker. We got 3 hours, right? We are so close. But we do need to get a little bit of rest. And if I were to just say, okay, we're gonna go up there, it would save us there, but I'm gonna absolutely... I would get distracted, so I'm thinking we're gonna... Yeah, let's do that. We have... Actually, what we can do is, I don't know... There, we'll do that. That might be better to help. Interesting to see something like that. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on trying to figure out where we need to go. Looky there, $221,000 in the bank. And it's like you guys got to realize that the things that, you know, we had this thing, you know, with this hockey player that got basically, you know, a famous hockey player, one of the famous hockey players, got clocked because they were assumed to be a man. And it's like, this is the whole problem with all of this. It's not the trans people being the issue. It is that it's that people are being the issue with taking, you know, like this lesbian person, or taking, like they're gonna take away the lesbians because or women who don't look women enough because they look, you know, they look like they're a man, and, you know, they dress like a man, and it's like now you're gonna go out there and you say, oh well, it's a problem. Well, no, it's like women should be allowed to wear whatever they want to wear. Women have to be clocked for having short hair because women need to have short hair, and it's ridiculous. Alright, let's go to the company, guys. Let's check up on the used truck market real quick. We have another Scania R top line. We have another Scania R 2009 top line. We're not going to grab the Scania R's 2009. Now we have the Scania R 2009 top line. Before, but I don't pick top line on all of this. We have, on it. But it's one of those things where the more that we spend our lives trying to figure things out, the more thanks Semaralana for joining the TikTok live. Thank you. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is we have enough to buy another truck right now. I might do that. I might go out. We have this. We might actually, or we might actually get places. We need to get places equipped with refrigerators. We need to start getting, I'm not going to I've been taking a lot of the trailer, stuff. But we should have enough. I will maybe pay it off at some point. After we get it, I think we're gonna go trailer wise. We're gonna get a trailer in, we'll get like a place to where they can get like, goods. Oh. Hurry. Where we can get like these goods taken into some serious stuff. We have enough. We might go and get like a, what would you guys want me to pick up? Would you guys want me to pick up more trailers? Refrigerator trailers, and put one in each location. Put in one in Berlin and one in Amsterdam. Would you like me to pick up tankers and we start taking some taking stuff? Or would you guys like me to pick up a new truck and get quicker money for our business, and then we worry about getting things like that? It's what you guys want to see, and that's what that matters to me. Is you know, do you guys want to see a lot of actually, we can go right here. Here. You guys are gonna have to figure out what you guys want from me. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get off up here. And it's gonna be what you guys want to see. Mainly that's kind of the thing is there's only 70. 5 hours remain on this. This is actually not a bad thing. We got the rest that we need. You know, that we it likes these. I think these trucks in the over here in the UK. I think these trucks would be manageable in the US. To be honest, they have the cab in the back. They have all these things. I think having a truck like that, better turning radius, better all of this. It's not American muscle. We are in Venice, baby. Venice, Italy. Or we can buy another garage and put somebody down in this garage. We have the money, we have those funds. Or the light decides to change red on me. We'll see where Italy is on all of this. Alright. So we're now up to 270 on Alright, so now we've got our used truck market. Let's see what Venice has got for us. That looks like it's got a recruitment agency, and that's all it is down here. And if that's just a recruitment agency, which is what it is, it's not a... for it. So I don't know... Yeah, we're gonna do this though. Before we do any purchasing... So we'll go over here. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so service recommendation. Anything over 4 is where I like to do it. Alright, so now we have 250,000 in our thing. Now there's this other thing that I also wanted to share with those of you. Thanks Bill.on for joining the TikTok live. Thank you guys. There is this thing that I wanted to share. That I know that over here on the YouTube you guys can't hear anything on it, but I think it's really nice to see, you know, that you seeing the trans flag over at Yosemite National Park, Yellowstone, pretty much. These climbers went up there and displayed the flag for 19 minutes up there, and it's like all done by the Transnatural or whatever the organization is. I didn't quite get the story. You guys can hear it through you guys can go look it up. Pink News had it. So here's what I'm going to do is we have a thing. We're gonna rest here. We're gonna do it 3 times. I always like to do this 3 times because that gives us, yeah, it's gonna be 2 o'clock in the morning, so since we did do that, let's go down to services. I don't think we're gonna need the bank anymore. I think we're gonna be fine without having to go to the bank to get funds anymore. If we do, it'll probably immediate funding. Thanks Loanne for joining the live. Thank you. Thank you for joining the TikTok live. Let's go to trailer purchase. Before we do, actually, let me go to trailer manager. We have a curtain insider over in Berlin. We have a refrigerator over in Berlin. We have a dry freighter in Amsterdam and a wooden floor flatbed over in Amsterdam. I want to configure this. I want to actually configure you instead of going with that wood. I want to upgrade that just to put the flatbed. I don't want to use wood. I want it to be completely all steel. For it. Okay, so I got the exclusive. Let's put the pallet boxes. Or do we go with the painted box there? I think we'll go with the painted box. And then we go with the painted pallet box down there on it. Let's come down here. No, I think we'll be fine. I'm just seeing. Okay. Okay. Nothing up there. Alright, so we'll update you to a steel floor bed instead of that wooden floor bed. It's not going to get that huge utilization. We also now have a refrigerator moving floor. With that one, which is the one I'm using. It's got not so much utilization. But guess what? I'm the one that's using it. I'm the one that has it primarily. Thanks, Loanne, for joining. Now we have this steel flatbed here. We have a dry freighter side door. In Madrid. Okay. We have the dry freighter down here. We have. I'm gonna configure you though. I don't like the curtain side. The curtain side is gonna get that upgrade as well. It's just gonna get upgraded to a dry freighter. Because it's gonna be a lot better. And it's all it is, getting the upgraded there. And then it's also going to come down here, making sure that these are all on the easy crown side. Nice. We're going to upgrade it to the double exclusive on all of that. We're going to add a full protection side skirt on this. I could go with the pallet box there. And then go with the double there. Which, to be honest, just in case. Yeah, water tank and. You know what? We're just gonna go with the full side protection side skirts. Or I think we do something we couldn't mix and match. I think it'll be good to have. I think that'll be a good thing for that. It'll just have that storage, a little bit of extra storage for things that we might have to fix a trailer on the go for it. The refrigerator here, we are going to come down here. We're going to do the same thing. Full side skirt protection like that. That painted. We're going to upgrade you to a 3-axle steerable spread. I think we'll do that. There, and then we're picking the easy crone for it. Then we're going to add the plastic box. And a plastic box with water. There. We got that windbreaker. We're gonna go and we're gonna upgrade to the exclusive on this one. On it. So that's right there. We're just gonna change that. This one here we will update at some other point. Thanks Raymunda for joining the TikTok live thing. Thank you. It is there. Now we have let's go to Garage Manager. Everybody except for this place in Bastia is got now I can upgrade you to fit the full range of trucks down here. But the Madrid does not. What we can do is I'm not going to go and get another guy right now, another person. Let's go down here. Let's go. We're going to do liquid food goods. We got a chemical, we got a gas tank, we got a steel dumper, low rider. We got a fuel tank for flammable liquids, a silo which is bulk cargo materials and food for that. Let's go and let's get ourselves a food tank or a chemical tank. If we do this, let's do a food tank paint. This is a food tank. This is going to be for liquid foods. We will have one of these. Yeah, the paint's fine. This can be say is a 2-axle. We're actually, hold on. We're putting this, in Myriad. I believe it should. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna cancel that. Let me go to Garage. It is going to be that greenish color. So let's go to trailer purchase. We'll purchase one of these, but we need to configure it first. If I go with Chrome, okay, so let's put it yellow. All that it is that's actually fine. For it. It can be a Chrome. You can do it Chrome styled. What would it be if we did a... I don't want to make this more than 60,000 on this. So we need a kind of somewhat... a greenish color where we have it where it is for food though, so I might um I might just it is green. We also could do white. We could also go full on we could just stick to white. Right? We could do that. Thanks Sponge for joining the live. Thank you. Thank you guys. You know what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the Steam workshop here. We can do this. I wanna see trailers. And then do we have one where it's paint jobs? And then tank. And it'll put in tank. What milk? What the fruit? What the fruit? Sometimes you come and you look for things and then it's like... and then you get something like that. Nothing I am seeing. I have gonna tell you guys, I am staying away from UK as well. For a lot of the, um, Steady of Volvos. Okay. Not bad. But not what I'm looking for. Yeah. Nothing seeming good. You're the only one. Um, if it were, if we were doing that type of skin, but we're not. Oh, okay, I see. We can actually... I want the... I want... to... maybe we leave the back white. I think what we can do is we can do something like this. For our... Thanks, Cindy, for joining the live, the TikTok live. Thank you. I'm actually getting more people to watch to now than anything. Now we can also go full metallic colors. And I think what we might do is it's full metallic, is we can make that color pink there. Then we can do that kind of like this bluish tint to it. What if I did a... adding like that little greenish? No, I like the white there. But what if we did a green and we took a... We did a green color... No. Okay. Paint that green, and then we do this one a white for these guys. And I think that would be... And then we take this last point right here, where we add a little bit of that pink. Or do we add a little bit of that? Yeah, we add a little bit of that bluish tint to it. Thanks, Lou Jay-Z. I think we do with this. I think we stick with this custom greenish color for it. For all of our tankers, we will have a slight tinge. It'll still be white, but we'll have like slight tinge. Or we just stick to going full on white. For our food tankers. I think we just stick with white, because it's so cheap and we don't have, I think we just stick with white and make it where our tankers are always going to be full on white, for our food tanks. We could also go with the Pride one, but I think we go with full on white. Let's confirm you. We're going to change a couple more things on down here. We'll put it chrome there. Then no, I think we're just gonna leave it default for it. We just need to make sure that's the easy chrome. Don't need the hose. This is just a food tanker. Markers, we'll go with the exclusive. We'll add the side skirt protection there, and then we will do that with the spare tire there, and then we have a couple of painted boxes down back that way. For it, I don't think there's any more there. So now we're gonna take and we're gonna purchase the food tank chrome. And we're going to put you over there for the food. Then we got the chemical. The chemical ones. The chemical ones we're also going to do is we're going to do this one will be in chrome. In chrome. We're going to go with a full on green for it. And then we'll put it in we'll put it into having a metallic gray, and then leave it default making sure it's default white for it. We'll do this for the chemical tanks. We'll have an extinguisher, and we'll have a water tank there. And I'll put a hose on here. This one's gonna be based on a painted box. Will actually put a spare tire there. And I'll make sure that we have a hose on each side. And we go with the exclusive LED. And we're gonna give you down here to Myriad for it. Alright. Now we can't go any further. Thanks Lose Jazzy for joining. So now we've got a food tank, and we've got a tank there. We'll get working on some of those two will sit there. Once we get this other side, once we get enough money to have a fuel tanking, then we should be a-okay. That's gonna be it for today, though. So if you guys want to see more content, make sure you guys are followed, subscribed wherever you guys are watching. Hit that bell notification if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching, I'm saying it because I can, and if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. I don't care. Live 2022, 2025, 1. That just tells me, hey, this is our first live. This is everywhere in which way. Anyway, so we got some decent stuff. I won't be driving these though yet. We are giving those down to where they're not having, where their effectiveness is not there. But if we actually go look at driver manager though, they all but Bob S has the ability to do chemical, if I'm not mistaken. They will actually, I might need to move those trailers. I might keep the food trailer there, but move the green surface. I don't know what the chemical does. I don't think it's going to be the explosives. Yeah, I think we'll just leave the chemical one. We'll move the chemical one to a different. Um. Yeah, let's go look at our garage here. Let me look at Berlin. Hold on, it's driver manager. Um, I think what we'll do. I think what we do is we switch you over to um I think we're gonna get better utilization if we move it over to Amsterdam for now. Compared to that fuel tank. The food tank can stay, but I think moving the other one over is going to give us that great thing. But guys, we're going to leave it there. Let me save the game real quick because we did that. I want to make sure that the chemical one, that they're going to be able to use it a little bit more because we have the ability for them to do it. I don't, but we're going to have that there. When we get to a special location, to like a boat, like a port side, we will do one where we put in the seaport, exclusive seaport designs there. On it. But for now, we don't have much of any other. Did I go? Hold on. I want to check one last thing. Trailer. No, company trailer manager. We should not have any. Yeah. Yeah, so those are fine. Oh, we got the refrigerated door, giving people, okay, yeah, so we're good. Alright, we'll catch you guys, later. Remember, hit that follow, hit that subscribe, hit wherever you guys are watching, become a member. If you are subscribed, remember, subscribing on the Red Play Button app gives you access to do it for free, but you do need to make sure you hit that bell notification. If you're on the Green Tea app, subscribing is not free. It's a little bit a month, but you guys can watch past live streams, get some cool emotes and stuff to use. If you're watching on the TikTok side, following get you guys more engagement. Make sure you guys are sharing the streams. Make sure you guys hit that like if you are enjoying. The more that you share, the more that I get discovered. So share it out with your friends. Share wherever you guys are watching. Anyway, we will catch you guys later.